Hey guys. Alright, so day 2 of creating In Utero studio tones. Someone asked me in the comments, hey Aaron, can you do Very Ape? Yes, I can do Very Ape, so that's what we're doing today. I'll start by saying I went through all my guitars. I tried my Telecaster, I tried my Strat, I tried my Jaguar, I tried my High Flyer. I ultimately just settled on the Mustang, which still didn't sound exactly like it, but close enough. The reason why is because this is the song that Kurt used Steve Albini's Valino, the aluminum guitar. And if you listen to when Kurt's like slap picking and stuff all over it, it's ringing all over the place. It's like, that sounds like an aluminum guitar to me. It's super bright, way brighter than any of my guitars. But I just used the Mustang on the neck and bridge pickup, both of them together for the intro. The second part of this, and I know you guys are going to really hate me for saying this, but you need a quad reverb to do this one. That or a twin reverb could work. A silver face twin. A black twin's not going to sound the same, but you can still try it. I hate to say it, I'm sorry. It's a very specific distortion, and there's really only one way to get it, and that is with pulling one of the power tubes on the output stage and just turning the amp all the way up. You're also going to want an attenuator to do this, or you're going to murder your ears and everyone in your house, and all your neighbors are going to hate you. So yeah, you're going to want to use an attenuator. But you could even get closer to this tone if you had no attenuator, and you could put your amp in a room and just turn it all the way up. It would even sound closer, but I don't have anywhere to do that. I live in an apartment, so I'm having to use an attenuator. Steve Albini has said many times that Kurt had 3 of the power tubes broken, and so he was really only running on one power tube.
The bulk of it was this broken Fender quad reverb that he really liked. Serve the Servant specifically, I know that he used this broken quad reverb, and it was missing 3 of the 4 power tubes. So the output of the amplifier was, in technical terms, it was asymmetrical, meaning that there would be distortion on one half of the waveform and not on the other half. And that would be, an unusual thing, but it had a very harsh, distorted sound, but Kurt was actually quite fond of that harshness. And so that was a big part of that record, was him choosing a very specific voicing for each guitar.
I've also heard him say that 3 of the power tubes were working and only 1 was broken. I would believe that more. It would be really hard for any quad or twin reverb to work only on 1 tube, because you have an output stage, it's push-pull, so you have this side over here pushing and this side pulling, so it's going like this. If you had no tubes over here, there's nowhere to push for it to pull. Now if you only, are missing 1 tube, you can still have this config going on, and you're going to have less power over here, and this side of the waveform is going to distort and break up while this is still working. I don't know, it's complicated. It's not really important. Just know that you need a quad reverb to do it. That being said, I'm actually working on a pedal that's going to break up and distort the same exact way as a quad. I just don't have it done yet. If it's something you guys would be interested in, let me know, and I can build a bunch of them. But I just kind of built it for myself because, it's kind of dangerous pulling power tubes on your twin or quad, because you're playing with the impedance and you're messing with the output transformer, and you're doing a lot of stuff that's really not good for your amp. So I figured I would build a pedal that'll do the same thing. Okay, I'm sorry for my super long technical ramblings. I'm not going to play the rest of the song because I've only been playing guitar for about 7 months now, and I don't know how to play Very Ape actually. I just had to look up a YouTube video to learn how to play the intro. And anyway, you're not really missing much anyway. The rest of the song, for the chorus, you're just going to use the Sans amp like you always would for the distortion, and that is it. So yeah, recreating Very Ape, recap. Have one of the only 160 Valino guitars ever made, and run that into a quad reverb with either 1 broken power tube or 3 broken power tubes, and you can have the sound of Very Ape. Anyways, alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. We're going to do all of them. We're going to cover the whole In Utero album. That was Very Ape, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace!